Welcome back, everybody. Good afternoon. Hope your day is going well. This is Amy, and I am back with you to do another in the ongoing series of Building Memories, the weekly live updates for Standing Pines Resort. Now, we're doing just a little bit of change of plans today. I had originally planned to talk about the pump track today, but I keep getting this question around why Hartsville. So I thought maybe it would be better if we took a little bit of time to go through why Standing Pines is near Hartsville, South Carolina. So we will come back to the pump track and we will talk about Gaga pits and we will keep on with all the amenities. But today we're going to focus on kind of why Hartsville. And if this is a topic that interests you, please leave some comments below. You can certainly revisit this. We are only just barely scratching the surface of what's available here locally today. And it would be actually quite a lot of fun to do some collaborations with other local businesses. If anyone's interested, just let me know. So with that, let's go ahead and get started with why Hartsville. Location, right? My real estate friends tell me that really is everything. If you think about what you enjoy when you camp, and I think about what I enjoy when I camp, I think that really this location is going to hit just about all of those major things. The first one is it easy to get to? And we are right at 35 minutes from the intersection of I-20, I-95, not that far from 77. And we're like literally less than 5 minutes from US Highway 1. So easy highway access, particularly important if you happen to be pulling a large RV or driving a large motorhome. That was something that we actually checked. We drove this way from several different directions before we decided to buy, just to make sure that guests who might be in bigger rigs would be comfortable on these roads. Now, there's perhaps one out of maybe a dozen different ways that you could get to us that I was not as comfortable if I'd been really pulling a big RV. So there might be one direction we suggest our guests with larger rigs not travel, but that still leaves at least a half a dozen, no matter which way you're coming, to get to us comfortably. The second I'll talk about later, because it's really more of a business case. But if I think about why you might want to come to Standing Pines, probably the local attractions, the next thing that stands out. Really, for a small college town, Hartsville packs a giant punch. There is so much in the way of local dining and shopping and unique stuff. All the things that come with having a university 15 minutes from our front door. There's museums, there's arts, there's culture, there's the regional water park, which I believe, my personal opinion, is one of the better water parks in the state. Oh, and also it's the headquarters, the global headquarters for a Fortune 500 company, with all of the resources that brings. So for these reasons, I think that our guests are really going to enjoy coming to visit Hartsville, South Carolina. Now, I did find when I was going back through my files, one short 1-minute video that the state produced some time ago. It's a little dated, but I think that it still gives a nice flavor for the Hartsville area. So I'm going to quickly play that and then rejoin you.
Choose between 6 different parks, each with their own personality and charm. For anything sports related, head to Byerly Park, a 93-acre multi-use recreation complex. The park contains 8 baseball fields, 6 soccer fields, 2 football fields, single 8-lane track, and handy-capable playground. Bring the whole family for the Piratesville Splash Pad. Take in the scenes of our bustling downtown at Centennial Park, dotted with benches and flower gardens in the center of Hartsville. Home to Hartsville's Veteran Memorial, Bury Park features open green space lined with bench swings and features many events. The Vista is known for its idyllic pond and walking path. The location of the Gospel in the Park music series, Pride Park offers various picnic shelters, a playground, and an outdoor stage. Take in the view of Prestwood Lake from Lawton Park's pier or event venue space. Enjoy the newly refurbished tennis courts and playground equipment. Adventure is calling in Hartsville.
Y'all, I can't believe this, but I literally just realized that I had my mic muted. So hopefully you were getting what I was saying from the pictures, because you certainly were not hearing me. I may have to redo this part when I post it later. So for Hartsville, in addition to the things that we covered, and I'll just go back very quickly, with the great things to do in shopping in great salons, with the really cool regional water park, and with the many, many, many options of good places to eat, there's also other family activities. We really love the Hartsville library. The staff there is amazing. They're always doing something fun and creative and great things to do with the kids. I think the most creative thing I've seen at the library was the indoor putt-putt course that they set up with books. I've never seen that in the library before, and I thought it was amazing. There's an indoor skating rink, limited hours on that, but it is available. There's museums, indoor and outdoor museums. And then I really think it's cool and speaks a lot for the community that there's accessible play areas. So for those who may want or need just a little something more in their play equipment, it's available here in Hartsville. So I mentioned Coker University, and I'm not sure Hartsville would be the same without Coker. It just influences so much of life in the community. Everything from the arts in performing arts to supporting artists like the Fretworks, where they do the guitars, to the live plays at the Center Theater, even to the axe throwing. Just, I think Coker University touches everything in the community and really provides a wealth of things that I necessarily wouldn't expect to find in a small town. But they're here available in Hartsville, and again, just 15 minutes for guests and staying at standing times. Okay, so those are all the cool, unique, really super special things about Hartsville. But if you're looking for something simple, like when my daughter was younger, there were times where we just had to find a McDonald's, right? Like it was just about getting her something she knew. Pretty much every chain you can imagine is represented here. I just went and grabbed the first half a dozen or so that were like top of my head. But pretty much if you want it, it's here. And if it's not immediately here, it's in Florence. The one chain restaurant that Hartsville does not offer at this point that I wind up going to Florence for, so again, that's maybe a 35-minute drive, is Chick-fil-A. So not quite 15 minutes for Chick-fil-A, more like 35. And there are also the nearest Target is more like Florence, again, 30 minutes away. But, you know, Walmart, Super Walmart, groceries, anything you need, IGA, several grocery stores, 15 minutes from Stadium Pines. Okay, for the adults who might be looking for something to do outside of the campground, there are several fun options. I'm not really going to cover these in any detail, just kind of wanted to list them there. So anyone who might be exploring what's available or possible in Hartsville has kind of a starting point. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. Please feel free to chime in if there's anything that I'm missing. Would love to get any additions. So from a guest perspective, that's really why Hartsville is easy to get to. There's lots to do. And it's exactly the kind of stuff that all the research and our personal experience shows that camping families really enjoy. And I just highlighted some of these here. The surrounding state parks. Oh, you're right, Teresa, 100%. Chick-fil-A does come to Hartsville once a week on Tuesdays, I believe. The mobile truck shows up. I've gone to visit them more than once. In fact, I'm also trying, and this is just to see how it happens, some frozen waffle fries at home to see if I can duplicate part of that experience. Thank you. I appreciate that. Have not captured everything with this quick Google screenshot of all of the parks and outdoor amenities and places to play here in just again 15, 20, maybe 30-minute drive. But there is a lot to do, and we'll have information for our guests available who want to go and check out all of these different options, many of which are zero cost, absolutely free. Okay, so from the business side, so I guess a little less from what I enjoy and what I think our guests will enjoy. There's some data that suggests that 80% of campers camp within 200 miles of their home. And so from that perspective, we also had to take a look at, could we make a go of Standing Pines, right? Could we make this something that would last? And if I took a look at the surrounding cities and the metro and the populations, you know, if 80% of the camping population camps within 200 miles of home, that's over 8 million potential guests in that 200-mile radius for Standing Pines. So we feel excited about that, and we'll be looking for some ways to do some outreach to the camping communities in places like Columbia and Charlotte and Myrtle Beach and Charleston and Raleigh and Wilmington, the places where you really could get to us in just a couple, 3 hours and enjoy a good time at the campground. So that's, again, high level, just scratching the surface. Those are some of the reasons why we think that being near Hartsville is going to be a real win for our guests with all of the things that are available here to do. In addition to everything that's available in town, we plan enough amenities to keep most families happy on site. So while we hope to see Explore locally, we also want to make sure that there's plenty to do for our guests. One thing that I just want to highlight again are the variety of different ways to camp. We're going to welcome tent campers, RV campers, motorhome campers, and we'll do some rentals. And then we have a lot of different amenities and activities planned. As mentioned before, thanks to the enthusiasm and the support of the Facebook community who rose to the challenge and unlocked some dates, we are now accepting reservations. The first many reservations have been made. Thank you. Can't wait to welcome these first guests. We soft open October 15th, and that means we may be finishing up construction. We may still be hiring and training folks on the team. So everything might not be quite buttoned up yet, but those early guests will have the chance to give us feedback and help us really get the final last details right. And the grand opening December 1, 2023, which, if my calendar is right, we're at 181 days until the soft open. So 6 months to go and a lot to get done in those 6 months. And again, this is just a reminder, or for those who may be new to the channel, when we open, we're planning to open with 83 full hookup, all utilities, large level sites. I think, again, the majority of our RV sites are 2,400 square feet or larger. The 14 tent sites, the rentals, and everything else planned for Standing Pines. So here is a little bit of where we were about 2 weeks ago. And this is probably still the best single visual we have to show the progress. You can see the Welcome Center with the framing up on it. I've brought in where the staging will be in the primary entrance. And then these are the planned roads with the correct road names. They also get this a sense of just how big that pond is in this photo. It only shows about 1/2 of phase 1. So my best guess is this shows maybe about 10 acres of close to 90 acres we have on site, roughly about 1/10 of everything that will be available for our guests. I do want to show just another quick video. Let me see if I can pull this up. Earlier this afternoon, I went to do a little bit of a live update on some video progress. And this, while it still looks like this dirt being moved around, and that's what's happening, this actually represents 3 big steps forward. There will elevation changes, and now the next stage will become, instead of following this we had, more of the flat level sites for RV. So for everybody who's ever had to like sit crooked or go and pull and cross to get in the RV level, this is really critical and important work. And the only other one I wanted to show you today is Y'all, the muting is kind of just a thing. Anyway, this is the progress on the Welcome Center. These are the 4 bathroom doors. And I think the key thing to look at here is progress continues. And I look forward to showing another visual update next week as we continue to develop the campground. Alrighty, so as I mentioned, we are now accepting reservations, campstandingpines.com. And next week, we may dive a little bit more into the road names. I am hopeful that we may be able to have an updated drone shot to show a little bit more about where we are. Again, I'm Amy. Thank you for joining for this week's update for Building Memories, the weekly development update for Standing Pines Resort. The majority of today, we talked about why Hartsville, and I would absolutely love to dig into this a little bit more. So if there's anything more that you would like to know about, hey Horace, good to see you again. Just let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like to know more about this area, or if there's specific things you and your family enjoy doing and you'd like me to talk more about what might be available there. I'll look forward to hearing from y'all. Hope everybody joins, has a great day, and I'll catch you again next week.